Hello and a very warm welcome to all of you. Today, we are discussing a powerhouse that is literally cooling down India while heating up the stock markets. As our temperatures soar across the country, from the heat waves of Delhi to the humidity of Mumbai, the air conditioner has moved from being a luxury shope to an absolute necessity for every Indian household. But here's the catch. We aren't just looking at the brands you see on the billboards. We are looking at the silent back-end engine making it all possible. With our middle-class aspirations growing and urbanization happening at a breakneck speed, the demand for energy-efficient living is no longer a choice, but a mandate. We are talking about a sector that is perfectly positioned to capture this massive shift in the Indian landscape over the next decade. Let's understand why this cool opportunity is one you simply cannot afford to ignore in your long-term portfolio.
Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty. When you buy a branded AC or a premium fan, you might think the brand makes the whole thing, but in reality, there's a silent powerhouse behind the scenes. We call them OEMs and ODMs, original equipment manufacturers. These companies are the backbone of the industry. They handle the manufacturing, the intricate design, and the supply chain logistics for the big names. Why is this a brilliant business model? Because these players don't have to spend crores on celebrity endorsements or massive marketing budgets. They focus on manufacturing excellence and scale. By doing the heavy lifting for multiple brands, they enjoy a diversified revenue stream. If one brand's sales dip, another's rise, but the manufacturer always stays busy. It is a book-a way to play the volume growth of the entire sector without betting on just one horse in the race. The government of India is leaving no stone unturned to make us Atmanirbhar, or self-reliant in electronics. The Production-Linked Incentive, or PLI scheme, is a total game-changer here. The government has committed a whopping 6,238 crore rupees for the manufacturing of ACs and LED lights. This isn't just a small subsidy, it is a massive push to localize the entire component ecosystem. Previously, we used to import critical parts like compressors and motors from China or Thailand. Now, thanks to these incentives, our silent powerhouse is setting up mega factories right here on our soil. This reduces import dependency, saves on forex, and boosts the bottom line of companies that are part of this scheme. It's a classic Make in India success story unfolding before our eyes, providing a massive margin of safety for investors.
Let's talk about technology for a moment. Have you heard of BLDC motors? Brushless DC motors are the future of Indian appliances. With electricity prices climbing every year, the common man is looking for paisa vasool energy savings. BLDC fans and ACs can save up to 50% on power consumption compared to traditional induction motors. Our featured stock is at the forefront of this transition. They are not just assembling units, they are innovating in the motor space. The BEE star rating system has become very strict, and only those with top-tier tech can survive. This technological edge creates a moat around the business. When a company controls the technology that saves the end consumer money, they gain a massive competitive advantage that lasts for years.
If you look at the numbers, the potential is simply mind-boggling. Currently, AC penetration in India is just around 7% to 8%. Compare that to nearly 90% in countries like China or the US. We have a very long runway for growth. The Indian HVAC market is expected to grow at a CAGR of 15% to 18% over the next 5 years. We are looking at moving from a market size of roughly 7-8 million units annually to over 25 million units by 2030. This isn't just a small uptick, it's a hockey stick growth curve. For an investor, catching a company that is a leader in a sector growing at 15% plus is the holy grail of wealth creation. This is the silent powerhouse effect, growing steadily behind the scenes as the nation cools down.
Numbers don't lie, and the financials of this powerhouse are looking quite robust. We are seeing a steady improvement in EBITDA margins as the company scales up. By localizing components, they are saving on logistics and import duties, which flows directly into the bottom line. The return on equity, or ROE, is consistently healthy, showing that the management is utilizing your capital efficiently. They are also in a heavy CapEx cycle, investing in new plants and R&D facilities. While high CapEx might look daunting on paper, in a growing market, it's a sign of management's confidence in future demand. This is investing for tomorrow. As these new plants stabilize, the operating leverage will kick in, potentially leading to a massive re-rating of the stock price.
As smart investors, we must always look at the flip side. No investment is without risk. For this sector, raw material costs, especially copper and aluminum, are critical. Since these are global commodities, any spike in international prices can put pressure on margins in the short term. We also need to keep an eye on global supply chain disruptions. While localization is helping, some high-end electronic chips are still imported. However, the company's ability to pass on price hikes to the brands, and the brands tossing them to consumers, shows the resilience of this business model. In the Indian market, brand loyalty is strong, and consumers are often willing to pay a slight premium for quality and energy efficiency. It's about being aware of the speed bumps while staying focused on the long-term highway.
To wrap things up, the story of this silent powerhouse is the story of a rising India. It is about a company that is perfectly aligned with government policy, technological shifts, and consumer demand. For professionals and entrepreneurs looking for long-term wealth growth, this isn't just about a quick trade. It is a structural play. You are betting on the increasing standard of living of 1.4 billion people. The combination of the PLI scheme, the shift to BLDC motors, and the low penetration of ACs makes this a bucka candidate for your watch list. Remember, in the stock market, the biggest gains are often made by staying patient in companies that are the backbone of essential industries. Thank you for your time, and here's to your successful investing journey in the new India.